Eclectic approach. It is the combination of principles from different pedagogical conceptualization in order to make the EFL process more effective. Each method has a strength and weakness. As teachers grow, innovation can increase based on experience. Characteristics. 1. It borrows and adapts different teaching methods. 2. It has suited the requirement of the learners. 3. Teachers select the method according to the student need. 4. It breaks the monotony of the class. Advantage. We use for skill, flexibility, variety.
The blended learning. Students have control over their learning and the teacher provides the necessary guidelines. Teacher will explain and help students. In addition, students will receive instructions through their computer. The benefits of blended learning. Students learn at their own pace. Teachers can create groups to work based on the content studied. The school save money, which will help improve education. The flipped learning. Traditional teaching is replaced by more interactive methods such as problem-solving activities and educational technology as support. This teaching is based more on practice than reading and homework. The idea on the flipped classroom is to change reading and homework.
Communicative language teaching CLT. The communicative language approach suggests that grammar should be seen under functional categories. Therefore, attention is paid to fluent communication rather than grammar. Classroom strategy to acquire a second language according to Sastry 2010. First, teachers should use games. Second, communicative competence. Third, variety of resources. Fourth, the four natural stages of language acquisition must be followed. And finally, avoid stress. Brown's lists 6 characteristics of CLT. Development of communicative competence. Pragmatic, authentic. Functional use of language. Fluency and accuracy. Use of language predictably and responsibly. Autonomous learning. The teacher is guide and facilitator.
TPACK. Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge is a TPACK method which combines both aspects that make knowledge more accessible and motivate the students to learn. This model serves to organize the different domains of knowledge for teachers in the 21st century, as they are making decisions about how to make the most of their tools that make teaching more effective. It's also composed of 3 important elements. 1. Technological pedagogical knowledge understands the analysis and value of the technology of certain tools in teaching and learning. 2. Technological content knowledge. The teacher has the ability to both master their subject and to understand the technological needs in order to provide adequate learning.
Who is? The activity consists of introduce the history leader Reed Riding Hood, the world and the word counter, developed in the Story Jumper application. Then, the teacher will play the audios with the characters dialogues so that the children can guess the character. And the teacher asks the children to write in their notebook the character they like and the reason for choosing that character. The teacher asks the student to create their own history in the app to present it in the class. Feedback on student pronunciation or grammatical errors is very important. In this activity, the PACK model is based on student motivation. The activity allows to improve the 4 basic communication skills of the English language: writing, speaking, reading, and listening. The technology that uses the application is Story Jumper. The game becomes the facilitator of learning because it promotes the freedom of expression and communication of the student in the class.